Let me see. I think we got it. All right. I think we got it. I think we got it. Okay. I think oh, okay, I'm not worried about that. That's been there almost every video I've done. So I'm not worried about that. Okay. Normally I go live on Sunday, but today I'm going live. I just want to clear some things up. Um, Yesterday and today, there's been some terrible miscommunication between me and a group of people. So I just want to go on my live, on my YouTube live, and just get some stuff situated. Okay. I know everybody done heard that Grandmaster J, who's one of the original founding fathers or the founding brothers of the group. Me personally, this is where the problem's gonna start. Me personally, I call it a gun club. Okay, he calls it a militia. This is where the misconception comes from, because his definition of a militia and my definition of a militia bump heads. And so what I've seen so far, from what I've seen so far, I call his organization a gun club. Now that offends people when I say that. Hey, I understand. It is what it is. It's tomato, tomato, potato, potato. We're gonna differ on certain situations. Now, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the pro and I'm gonna do the con. Here's the pro. Very intelligent man. He got some years, he got almost close to 10 years on, about 10 years on me. Very articulate, very intelligent, very wise, very studious, has a vernacular way beyond what I've heard in a very long time. Has the gift of gab, and you can tell at one point in time he was a pastor or a preacher because he knows how to play to the cameras, number one. He also knows how to use the three steps, the P, like three P's, three R's, three M's when he put a subject on whatever he's teaching. The prophet, the priest, and the proselyte. The rich, the ridiculous, and the reserved. He does things. All that comes from Baptist, full gospel. It's just certain things you do to play on words to gather people attention. Okay, he's gifted with that. Very studious about, he's very educated when it comes to the Bible, living it, believing it. We do that with the con, but he's very educated on the Bible. He has some good knowledge on some Egyptian and African artifacts and stuff. And he's also teaching a great lesson by a guy named Chancellor Williams on about the African situation, African American situation here in America. I took a quick gander at Chancellor Williams and, checked him out. Like, it's some good information, but my thing is, Chancellor Williams is just one man in his opinion. You can take it or leave it, but he was supposed to teach a 10 class, lesson on him. And I'm like, okay, sounds nice. Okay, I'm cool with it. Um, the way he makes women gravitate around him is because of his persona and the way he makes them feel like he's having an affair with them over the internet, the way he talks to, women, not all, but majority of women, especially black women, not all, but black women have a tendency to be naive to an alpha male. I can't speak on white women because I don't deal with white women. I don't know. I ain't never got into it with a white woman as far as a relationship, so I can't tell you about white, Chinese, Mexican, whatever. But as black women, they have a tendency to gravitate to an alpha male, and he pursues, he sends off the aura of an alpha male, or aggressive. We're gonna get this done, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna protect our women, and we're gonna fight for our right. And that's all a black woman wants is security. And Grandmaster J presents security. If I can't protect you, I got 1,000, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 that'll come and protect you. And the women gravitate to that, which is a good thing. Um, he was able to put together a great group of people, a large amount. At one time, I think he got up to maybe 3,500 when he went to Atlanta. Great. That's beautiful. That's awesome the way he got the brothers and the sisters together. But the problem is what he was saying on camera and what was happening in reality is where the problem came with some of us people that's been dealing with guns for years and that have some type of military experience where we see something ain't right. Okay. We couldn't pinpoint it, but we saw something was right. Okay, so that's the pro. That's all the good things about him. I give him thumbs up. Awesome. You know what I'm saying? Great motivational. Oh, I gotta add that. He's a great motivational speaker because he knows to teach in a calm voice. And when he want to make his point, he raises his voice. And then if he want to really get to you and get down dirty, he can call you some B's and some H's and some MF and some stupid this and that. You know, he can so he can reach. And then you know when he comes in the morning, he's very calm. Grand rising, shalom. You know. And so you now you coming in. For all the women that's at work, the women that are on their way to work, they hurry up and click, you know, and then sometimes he's laying in his bed or he's laying on the couch laying back. And so the women kind of fantasize about he's talking just directly to them. And he's talking about I want to make love to your mind and I want to, you know, and the women gravitate to that. I'm all in. Cool. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's not stepping on my toes. I ain't stepping on his toes. Do your thing. Those are the pros to Grandmaster J. Here's the con to Grandmaster J. His military background was shady to me because of my background and the brothers and sisters I know in the military and my understanding. Things wasn't adding up. So when I first met him, he had the Sergeant Major lapel on. And I'm like, oh, okay, he's a Sergeant Major in the Army. But I had a problem. He was wearing the Sergeant Major lapel, but he was wearing it on regular clothes. And the little bit I know about the military is you, especially a Sergeant Major, you never wear that on regular clothes, civilian clothes. That was problem number one. Then in Louisville, the incident about the two people getting shot, the story he told and the personal videos that were sent to me as it was happening didn't line up. Why was he lying about why the people got shot and who got shot? I don't know, but that sent off a red flag because you start your foundation, you lying. Okay, so how the people got shot, who got shot, that story didn't line up. It wasn't true. Okay, strike one. We move on. When he went to Atlanta, the way he was talking to white people and the way he was talking to people didn't line up with a militia. And then majority of his militia was throwing they bulletproof vests, they were dropping guns, they were dropping the magazines out the gun because they wasn't equipped to holding gun. Before he did his get together, he had get a thorough training. And if he would have did that, then when they went to Atlanta for July 4th, it would have looked more professional. And then he had people 50, 60, 70 years old trying to walk in Stone Mountain. Think about it. Mountain. What direction does a mountain move? So you asking older black people with arthritis and rheumatism and this, that, and the other to walk upwards into mountains. And here's another one. You did that walking, and that's all you did. You walked. You really didn't pull up on anybody because the intel I got, nobody was there. There was no, and you knew no one was there. So you went into Stone Mountain looking for people you knew was not there. So how did you really pull up? You pulled up on an empty house. Then you said you go into Stone Mountain because the rumor was the KKK was gonna start shooting at 4 o'clock, and so you wanted to be there about 4:05 when the shooting starts, so you can start shooting back. The crazy part is we still don't know where that rumor came from. Cause I ain't gonna lie to y'all. If y'all know anything about me, I'm strapped, and I was all in. But that Sixth Sense, you know what I'm saying? That Holly Grove, that 17 Ward, that Magnolia Project, 2814 Washington Avenue, Apartment B, that Sixth Sense kicked in and said, something ain't right here. Hold on. Who said that KKK was gonna start shooting at 4 o'clock? Okay. So that was a disaster. It was a disaster at the utmost. Then we got the situation at Louisville. Then I noticed something on camera. He says black, black, blacker than black, black, black. We black, y'all. We black, y'all. We blacker than black, black, black. But when he's videotaping outside, majority of his cameramen are white. But we So you mean you couldn't find no black cameramen? You couldn't find nobody black to hold a camera. Okay, fine. Then another thing that happened, I'm just observing. I'm observing because look, yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm in. For as NFAC is concerned, I'm in, y'all. I'm telling my family about it and everything. I'm in. I got my guns. I'm in. Because we need to step up and show out for the racism, the systematic racism that's going on in this country. I'm all in. But then I start noticing when you show up, you have a permit. And with a permit is like a parade. You're giving the city is giving you permission to show up at a certain time in a certain spot, but you need to be started at a certain time and you need to go in a certain direction and be at point A, point B, point C, point D, point E at a particular time. And then when you get your final destination, then you find right where you at. And so what happens is he's talking with the police, mostly white, shaking hands, hee ha ha. And then he marches and they stop because they got older people in the group, so they got to keep stopping, taking breaks. And then finally he gets to his point, and when he gets to his point, he's all this MF this, MF that, and the police this. And I know the police ain't gonna do you nothing because the city just paid them to protect you. You were paid, the city paid the police department to make sure you got from point A to point B, C, D, E, and your stopping spot. The same way with a parade. Look, I'm from New Orleans. Think about it. We can talk about the Endymion. We can talk about the Zulu, the Rex, whatever. The Bacchus. Back in the days, the Ferret Parade started at Fauché. And everybody would stand in front Fauché on Ferret and watch for the F troop to come down them steps and kick off the Ferret Parade. And the police was right there on Napoleon and Ferret waiting for Fauché to come out. And as Fauché came out, all the floats was ready to roll. And the police made sure as Fauché and all the other schools and bands went down Napoleon, they made sure they had an open spot down Napoleon all the way to St. Charles. And when they turned on St. Charles, there were barricades to make sure that everything was open and safe for them. And the police rode up and down and walked out. You had undercover walks in the crowd just to make sure that the people participating in the parade was safe. This is what NFAC was doing everywhere they went. Lafayette, the police walked with them to make sure they were safe. When they went to Louisville, both times the police walked with them to make sure they were safe. When they went to Atlanta, the police watched them as they walked up that hill. The police were like, well, I ain't walking up no hill. I ride up the hill and watch y'all. Everything was a parade. And basically, he made sure that nobody had a bullet in the chamber. You a militia or are you a parade? You know Marines march in a parade with their gun? Mm-hmm. That's what you did. You did exactly what a gun club would do in a parade. That's what you did. And then I'm going to give you a good example. Louisville, Kentucky. He went to Louisville, Kentucky. He got a permit to walk, but he asked the police, please make sure that no other group can interfere with us so we can do our thing. We got our permit. We got our permit first. So no other group should be able to interfere with us while we march. They march. They stopped in front Churchill Downs. And all these great guys, you got guys that are on NFAC that are ex-military and ex-police, ex-this, that they are trained with guns. And you got these professional gunslingers laying in the grass in Kentucky across the street from Churchill Down in front of a fence. You got a fence in front of you. Across the street by Churchill Down, there's a fence. And the Kentucky police are on the opposite side of that fence. Now, the police are the ones that escorted you to that spot. But now that you got your spot, you want to get on the bullhorn and you want to say, y'all want to kill me? Y'all, I know y'all want to kill me. If y'all kill me, we go, you know. And this is what he said to the police across the street that just escorted. They don't want to kill you, Grandmaster Jay. They getting paid probably $40, $50 an hour to watch you stand out there and talk. They're getting paid extra. They are getting paid extra to make sure you are safe. You and INFAC are safe. That's what they're getting paid all this money for. Then the numbers that you said about how much money Churchill Down lost, I don't know where you get your numbers from. That ain't what they lost. And number two, they never were going to have any people in Churchill Down because of the virus. So how did you lose? Then you said, before you got there, you said you're going to burn the sucker down. And then you saw so many people was ready to jump on you, you cleaned it up and said, no, we were talking about burning their wallets. Okay, then we find out, okay, so you know, you're not a threat to the government. You're really not a threat because all you're doing is walking with unloaded with guns with no bullets in the chamber. And then the people that got, you know, magazines, they're dropping magazines on the ground. They can't walk with their gun. They don't know how to hold a gun. They don't know how to get information. So y'all look at really like a clown show. And the true police officers and true people that carry guns, real true people, they look at you laughing. And true gun people are like, man, ain't nowhere in the world I could join that. And I couldn't join because you look too funny. There's nothing real about you because you can't ask the people to protect you and then come on your Instagram and talk about, you know, facts over feeling about the white man, but the same white man you shaking hands and giggling and hee and high with. It don't work like that. See what I'm saying? That's my problem. Then when you did get arrested, I said, hold on. Oh, they trying to take down one of the brothers. Here's my question. Every time you want to impress somebody, you would say 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then everybody would be looking, you know, 2 o'clock, you know, and so rather than you having binoculars like a professional and take your binoculars and look up 2 o'clock, what do? You take the scope on your AR-15, point it up to see who that is. Unloaded, loaded, pull the trigger or not. You point it, a loaded or possibly loaded firearm at a federal agent. It don't matter if you was trying to look and see who he was. It don't matter if the gun had bullets in it. And it don't matter if you pulled the trigger. The law is the law. And us black people need to stop trying to circumvent the law. He screwed up. They saw it and they just held it. It's like having the big joker in a game of spades. Who plays the big joker first? Remember, he always talks about this is a game of chess, not checkers. Well, when you did that with the scope, you went from playing chess to playing checkers. And then that's when the police said, oh, we got the big joker. We'll put that in my pocket for right now. And they sat back and they watched you. And they watched all the impact. He was getting all the intel on. In fact, right now, I guarantee, I can't prove it, but I guarantee you right now, they know where each leader of INFAC is. They know exactly where they are. And so through all of that, we find out that the most you were was sergeant, and you got bucked from a sergeant, demoted to a private because of the incident with in your past. And so we knew the Grammys were alive. We knew this was alive. We knew all your lies came at the wrong time, dude. At the wrong time. Right now, when it looked like this was your time to get in the upper echelon of leaders, all your lies came back to bite you. You cannot build a foundation on lies. You can't. And that's what you did. You built your foundation on lies, and your lies have come back to bite you. Now, here's the crazy part. You're supposed to have all this money, but you retained a court-appointed lawyer. They're doing a GoFund for you. The last I heard, they got up to 24,000. How you going? How you gonna go to another country and get a military, and all your people can only come up with 24,000? Your bail probably gonna be at least 200 grand. That's with the 10%. Come on, bro. Y'all, y'all making Farrakhan, y'all making the Black Panther Party, y'all making Huey Newton, you're making Marcus Garvey, you're making them look bad right now. Stop. Regroup, get you a new leader, and start all over. Get you somebody that got a true military background, not somebody that was a radio reporter or radio equipment fixer in the army. Y'all, come on, y'all. We got to do better. We got to do better. And then just 2 days ago, the day that they kicked his door in, his class he was doing. Do you know he was sounding exactly word for word like Farrakhan? Pull up some of Farrakhan's old lectures. He sound word for word like Farrakhan. And them folks said, you know what? Before he stir up something wrong in these people, we're gonna nip this in the bud. I'm just listen to his last fact over fiction, or whatever that is he do in the morning. I don't know which one it was. Listen to the words he said, word for word. He sounds exactly like Farrakhan. With the white man, the white man, the white man. You see what I'm saying? I know right now, because I'm a man of God, I know right now that evil is demonic. Demonic spirits is what do us wrong, what do us in. Evil begets evil. And so every time someone do you wrong and you try to do them wrong back, you don't win, especially when they got the board. When they got the chessboard and they control the chess, they do you wrong and you trying to get them back doing wrong, you never win. So I'm going to tell you like this here. As much as he put down the Bible and he put down Christianity, I'm going to end you on these two right here. I'm trying to show, see this one right here? Let me show y'all this here. I don't know, I ain't seen nowhere yet in here about a white man. A white man, it's okay for a white man to control me. A white man is supposed to be my master. I didn't see it. I've been look. I even do my nose. I even label some of the. Look, I even label some of them. Look, I do notes and everything. I got notes and everything. Notes. I don't mind taking notes. Notes. And I'm trying to find in here. I can't find. I can't find in here where it says about a white man having authority and control over a black man. This is the history of black people. Hebrews, Jews, chosen one, Gentile. This is the history of black man. So I don't get the Master's Bible. I don't, who the Pope did this and the Pope did that. And that's what he talks about, the Bible, this, the Bible. Where in here does it talk about the white man? Where? I'm waiting. Where in here? Where in here does it say Jesus was a blue-eyed white man? Where? Where? And then number two, y'all keep throwing about religion. Christianity is not a religion. Christianity is a relationship. See what I'm saying? Jesus Christ didn't come here with no religion and no rules and regulations. That's the way you treat people. The way you treat people is the way you should want to be treated. When they try to do you dirt, don't do them dirt back. Dust your shoes off, roll off. Don't worry about it. Pray for them. When they're going to get theirs, they're going to get it. Don't worry about it. That's what this talk about. That's what Christianity was started way in what 91 AD, and they were calling them Christ-like, and it was a joke. They were making a joke out of it when they called you Christian. That was in Antioch. So when they were calling you Christian, they was joking. Oh, you Christ-like. And that's how Christianity started. We are children of Christ. We are brothers and sisters of Christ, the heir to the throne. And you know what it calls us to do? It's just the way you live. You respect people. You conduct yourself. You carry yourself like a child of God. You carry yourself like you know who the Most High is. That's what Christianity is. You love God, you worship God, you respect others, and then you earn your respect. You treat people respectful. You conduct yourself cordially and orderly. That's what Christianity is. Ain't nowhere here say I'm supposed to walk with my head down. Yes, a master. Yes, that ain't in here. Where that come from? And all that they talking about religion. Christianity ain't no religion. So that just amazed me how he'll rip the Bible and Christianity to try to lift up Egypt. And he wants to talk about how great the kingdoms were in Egypt. Well, if they were so great, how come they fell so easily? I'll let y'all get back on that one now. If the Egyptian dynasties in Africa were so great and so awesome, why did they fall so easily and so many times? Okay, that's all I want to know. It's already understood that the original man is black, and that all the greatness of this world came from a black man, a man of color. And then we're going to clear up this final thing before we go. Okay, we had 27 minutes. We're going to clear this final thing up before we go. First of all, let's clear this up. Black ain't no, how can you be black? This black, look, something different. Something different. That's black. You tell the difference between that and this. Why we got to be black and everybody else is their nationality or their nation? Why we call them Chinese? Why we call them Mexicans? Why we call them Puerto Ricans? But we black. Why, I ain't black. I am not no black man. I'm a man of color, but I'm an American. That's who I am. I was born here in America, so I'm an American. My nationality, my background, my generations and ancestors were originally African. I'm an American. I'm not African American. I am an American. Amen. And this is where I'm at. So I have to go along with the process of the law, and I got to go along with the way the game goes. Simple as that. Okay? So y'all take that and just be cool. And that's the misconceptions of MFAC and Grandmaster J. You built your organization off of lies, and so when they came and got you, automatically what the government do when they come get you just to cover themselves, they expose all your past. They already knew. That was their big joker. Your past and why you was arrested back in the days and why you was dishonorably discharged. They held that big joker for the right time. Boom! And all that came out at the same time you got arrested. That was so dirty of them, but that's what they do. But if you didn't build your foundation on lies, they couldn't do it. That's all I'm saying. So y'all stay strong. Oh, and I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna say it again. I don't wish no man on jail. I don't wish jail on no man. I don't want to see Grandmaster J in jail. I don't wish that. I ain't happy that yeah he in jail. No, I'm not. I'm not happy he in jail. I ain't excited he in jail or none of that. No, I don't. I feel for him because I've been there before. Let me tell you like this. First, when you're in that holding tank, this for the people that ain't never been to jail. That holding tank, you're in a holding tank with 40, 50 people. You don't know who ain't take a bath. You don't know who retarded, who crazy. You don't know who the killers, who the rapists, who got HIV. You don't know what's going on in that holding tank. You see what I'm saying? Then when you get shipped upstairs, you don't if you don't know who you well now they got dormitories in jails now, so I don't know about dormitories. OPP and HOD and CCC and Templeman is what they have in New Orleans. I don't know about dormitory. But you in a cell, I was in Templeman C and you in a tier and you in a cell with another dude and it's like, either he won't talk or he crying or something like that, you know, that's the kind of stuff. Then you got the guard. The guards dog you out. Then you got this dude called a tier rep. The tier rep is who in charge of giving out the food and who in charge of this, that, and the third. And that's the tier rep. And so like this dude, you know what I'm saying? You probably knock him out with my maybe one or two licks, but he the tier rep for some strange reason. So you can't eat until he said you can eat and all this stuff. Then when you go to take a shower, there's no curtain on the shower. So that means when you taking a shower, you gotta face the wall. Because if you turn and look that way toward the guard, they're gonna say you was trying to, entertain yourself in front of them. That's another charge on you. Okay? So I don't wish jail on no man. And then like Grandmaster J, if you can't fight, you're gonna get tested. And the fact that who he is, I hope he's being protected while where he at. If not, they're gonna test him. That's all I'm saying. So I don't wish jail on no man. No man. I don't want to see him in jail. I just think he need to fix his past, come out and tell the people, this, that, and the third, and the people still love him after that. Embrace it. I'm good. Embrace him after that. Get it all out. Let them know what's what. Cause I ain't tell you. I don't need to tell you about my past. Yeah, yeah. They got some stuff going on. Yes, you do. Yes, you do need to say something about your past. Yes, you do. There's some stuff that needs to be explained, especially the situation with the women. I don't condone no man putting his hands on a woman. No man. You can't lead me. You can't talk to me. Nothing. If you do that, I can't accept that. I'm sorry. That's not me. I ain't happy. So on that note, I pray and hope that he gets out safely. No harm to him. He comes home. He fix what he damaged. And if he becomes the great leader he needs to be, I wish the best for him. All right? And y'all be cool.